Alright guys, so day 9 of the video blog here. I didn't make a video yesterday, sorry about that, but deal with it. So today will be day 9, even though there was no day 8. A bit behind pace, that's okay, I'm not too worried about it. I have faith in myself that I'm gonna get there. I've been developing better habits this first week of the challenge, putting in much more hours than I was putting in before the challenge started. So I'm fairly confident I'm going to continue in that direction and that I'll be good. And that's actually what I want to talk about today a bit, is faith. I'm certainly not here to talk to you about religion, but having a bit of faith in yourself, your abilities, and in the world around you. I think a lot of poker players kind of cling to this mentality that it's not a good idea for other people to get better. And obviously if you're competing against other people, it's not. But at the same time, when you are so worried about the dissemination of information to other people and just kind of trying to hoard all your information and all your knowledge so that other people can improve, you're basically saying, I'm at the end, I know everything, and it's just a matter of how long it takes you guys to catch up before I'm screwed. And I think that's a really unhealthy and really negative mentality. I think it's important to understand that you're still getting better. No matter how good you think you are, you're still getting better. And no matter how hard somebody else is working to get better, if you're already here and they're still back here, they can get here, but by then you'll be here and it's okay. One of the people in poker I admire more than anyone else is Phil Galfond. He's always been someone I look up to since I started in poker. And maybe the reason is because he came up in sit and goes the same way I've done. I'm not really sure why he's just always been someone I've idolized, but one thing I respect about him a lot is that he never seems worried about whether or not his opponents are going to watch his videos and get better. And I'm sure that thought has crossed his mind, but he's not worried about keeping it all to himself. It's more like, hey, we're in this together, we're trying to solve this game and get as good as we can. Here's where I'm at. This is my thought process. Feel free, it's like, come at me, bro. Feel free to take this information. I'm not worried because I'm still working and getting better every day. And it's not like you're going to just take the information I put out there and suddenly be able to beat me. It shows a bit of confidence in himself and his ability to get better. And that's something that I try to emulate in myself. He's certainly not the only one. He's just a really good example. Never Scared B is another one. Guy's always in the MTT forum, posting information. He's not worried that you're just going to get better than him or that he's not going to be good anymore because people got better. And poker is the kind of thing where if everyone was really lazy and nobody tried at all, nobody would have to try. But here's the thing. When you're coming from that mindset and you're kind of hoping your opponents don't try and don't get better, and you're certainly not going to put anything else out there to the world that could encourage somebody else to do better, you're banking on laziness. And it's going to make you lazy. I think that's a really negative way to be, because people are going to work. Someone out there somewhere is working really hard, and they're going to get good. And you're not going to be prepared to deal with it because you didn't get better. I guess you could, keep all your information to yourself and still work really hard, and I definitely know players who do that. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with it. It's just, for me, I think it's a bit of a reminder sometimes if I give some information out and I give something back and I'm talking to people and I'm not super worried that they're going to work out these concepts that maybe, I've worked out, because they might say something that propels me further, and knowing that people are, coming for me gives me the motivation to keep trying to drive forward. And I'm not saying that I'm, so far ahead of anyone. I'm just saying that wherever you are in poker, there's people ahead of you and people behind you, and skill set wise, and you should be ahead of people because you have a better process and because you're working harder, not because it's they just haven't found the golden key yet. And if you think that something that somebody else doesn't know is the only reason you're winning, I mean, you should start planning your escape route out of poker, because people are gonna figure it out. I don't want to be they say resistance is suffering. And poker is getting tougher. People are getting better. And, things are getting solved to a degree, and people are figuring stuff out. And I don't want to be the guy, wading against the current, standing in the stream, saying, no, don't swim this way, when the current's blowing everyone that way. because eventually you're, gonna break and you're just gonna get dragged downstream. I would rather, be moving with things and being a help to the poker community, elevating myself, elevating others at the same time. And if there comes a time when it's not in my best interest to play poker anymore, when the poker community has evolved in such a way that the games I play aren't profitable, that's going to propel me to something else, especially if I was part of it. If I was part of a game getting solved and, not really being beatable anymore, I'm going to have confidence to go into a new game and, try to beat that, or maybe go to a new avenue in life and try to crush that, whatever it is. And that's a really positive direction to go. But if I have to walk away from poker because I couldn't keep it as, keep what I do a secret anymore, and too many people figured it out and now I can't win, I mean, that's going to be a really negative experience, and that's not going to give me the kind of confidence I'll need to go on to whatever the next, step in my life is. So I guess I'm not really encouraging anyone to start coaching. I mean, I don't personally really coach the math side of the games right now, and I don't really plan to. It's just not necessarily where my passion lies. But I'm more just encouraging people to think with abundance. Whatever it is in your life, have a bit of faith that you can get better, it can get better, your circumstance and your situation can get better. I think it's really negative to believe that things are as good as they're going to get, and it's just a matter of time before they run out. And that applies to everything in life. So yeah, I'm just kind of encouraging people to, have a bit of faith and look forward and know the best is yet to come. One thing I was told as a child is that it's better to aim for the sky and fall short than to aim for crap and hit. And I mean, I looked up to Phil Galfond as a player. I wanted to, do what he did, come up through sit and goes, move into other games and other things in life, and be successful as a human, not just be a successful sit and go player. And I never put a slide in a New York City penthouse apartment, but I did get to put a trampoline in the center of a house in Vegas, and that was pretty cool. So, poker's taken me on an incredible journey, and I'm thankful that I had, great people to look up to and model myself after. And I would rather be one of those people, even if it makes me less money, than be someone who wants it all for myself. Because honestly, I don't want it all for myself. I mean, I already have a great life, and making more money is not going to change that. Making less money, as long as I'm not broke, isn't going to change that either. So honestly, I just want to encourage other people to, do the best they can in poker and make their life, wonderful. And I, wish you guys all the luck in the world. So I'm going to get back to my challenge. Thanks for watching.